What's up, everybody? I'm James Duggan here with Brandon Graber.
How you doing?
Welcome to the darkest dungeon.
How dark is it?
Not that dark, because our estate is called Hero Town, USA, and I made this.
Estate.
It's brand new, and I made this to show off how to unlock the backer heroes. So if you were a Kickstarter backer, you were able to create your own hero before the game launched with 2 locked-in positive quirks and 1 locked-in negative quirk, as well as other things like the name, the color, and of course
gets
the
to
abilities.
Unlock them now.
Yep, you can do this at home. So let's go ahead and type one in right. Nicolette. These are non-canon names, obviously.
Hero found.
A secret grave robber. Let's see what she's got.
She's got a love interest.
She's going to be expensive to rest, but we'll take her. She's got those 2 locked-in positive quirks. So again, you just go to the stagecoach here. You can see the town is totally barren. I haven't even unlocked the tavern yet.
And you can do this at any point in the game. You can do it later in the game.
Sure.
They all come in as level 1. All the heroes, like usually you get them off the carriage, like a group of them, every time you come back from a dungeon.
Let's do another one here. This one I'm very excited to type in.
Solid Strider.
Solid Strider. Again, these were...
Oh, he's a highwayman.
He's a highwayman. What does he got?
Very fragile.
Steady.
For a Solid Strider.
Stress damage. That's okay. Fragile.
That's pretty cool. And yeah, since they always have very specific perks and sometimes items that come with them, it's interesting because usually this game is very what's the word for it? Roguelike, where everything's randomized. So it's kind of a different way to play where you're actually building a team of preset characters.
Cardano, the Italian mobster. What?
Do we not spell that right?
Cardono?
D-A-N-O.
D-A-N-O, Cardano.
There he is.
Cardano.
Another highwayman.
Aha.
Why not? Flawed release, natural eye.
Why would he give him that? Man, okay, so if you want an MLG Pro character, you type in K, was it K9?
Yeah, it was K9.
No, we've already gotten him, so we can't get him anymore, but he's a great Houndmaster.
If you dismiss a backer character, you cannot get them back. They are a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
They're gone. All right, one more.
One more?
Kane Greaves.
Oh, Kane Greaves.
Hero found.
Man,
look at our all-highwayman bad gambler. That's a pretty good...
But one.
Ooh, I like this guy.
That's pretty good for a highwayman.
I would take point-blank shot over tracking shot, but that's just me.
Got some good camping.
This one's pretty. This one's close to MLG. He's not quite MLG. He's definitely in the NA qualifiers though for Darkest Dungeon.
So I guess we should point out that if you were not a backer, you probably don't know what any of these names are or where to find them. They're actually in a file in your Darkest Dungeon folder.
Yep.
That's kind of a jumble. So we're going to show you how to kind of pick out where the names are.
We'll do the darkest transition to the dark underbelly of the Darkest Dungeon hero backers. Here we go.
I love it. Wow, what a dark transition that was. So here we are outside the game in our local files. You have to go into the Steam folder, wherever you keep it on your PC, and you go into Steam Apps, into Common, and you find your game. There it is, Darkest Dungeon. And then once we're in the Darkest Dungeon, we want to go to Shared and into Hero. And then you'll find backer_heroes. And this is a .json file, which means it's probably
JSON
not going to open regularly. So you're going to want to probably open it with a
More apps. There you go.
notepad.
You remember our jumbled text file? Opaque and indecipherable.
You'll probably start picking out things like Hendrik the Stalwart and hero name and backer name. So the way these are characterized is you can find one whole line.
Jacob Finn.
Where
John Esch.
Camping skills.
Daniel John Mackenzie
I'd say about here is everything that you need to see. So here we have the person who backed the game, Andrew Courtwright, and then where it says hero name, Alyssa Garrett.
Where do we see his social security number?
Come on now. So here you find hero name, Alyssa Garrett. That's the name that you want to look for, not the one that's next to backer name, because that's the person who actually backed the game. This is the hero you're creating. So you can find this here, like Morris is the hero name for this one. The tough part is find out which of these names all go into one.
So I can see stuff like camping skills. So it should be decipherable if you were able to read the matrix.
Yeah. And there's actually people found on Reddit and other places that right before the backer name, there's a string of random symbols like G square, GF, backer.
That's indicative of
the class. This is actually the class.
Right.
So here's a long shot. This is a grave robber, and you can see here this OBA. This is the indicative of the class for the grave robber. So if you just say copy that, put that into here, you can find
all your grave robbers.
And then the one that has the less than sign next to it, that's actually for a Houndmaster. So if you find it all by itself, that's a grave robber. If it has that, that's a Houndmaster. So you keep going Houndmaster, and then here we have another grave robber, Gavin Curie.
So you could do all this
Nick
stuff.
Toombs is the hero name.
Brendan
So,
Graber.
yeah.
You could also just wait about 24 hours until Reddit deciphers this entire thing
The good
and get a
people
full
of the
list.
internet.
Yes, we'll do all this work for you. So the important thing here is whether you're pretty deep into the game or whether you're just starting fresh, you have the option to get these hero backers. Now, my question to you is, do you feel this is a little bit exploity cheaty?
I mean, it's your game. You play it how you want to. I think you also have 3 save files, so I could totally do one that's just straight up RNG gods, may they be in my favor, and I'll have one save file that's like, hey, I want to build a really cool team of people who are already preset.
Sure.
Or just, have some of each.
There's also a sweet money exploit you can pull off with this, but that is another video entirely. For all things Darkest Dungeon, keep it right here on IGN.